Hello again, everybody! This is Red here, and welcome to another episode of Project Erolenis. Bet you weren't expecting this to pop up so soon. Well, in truth, I kinda worked on it while struggling to get myself to machinimate again, and when I was finished with Ultimate Lab, I decided to record this as well. Before I go too off tangent though, I have some news for you. This will be the first episode in the series to include speed art! I planned for there to be speed art in the previous episode, but that didn't happen, so I moved it to here. All of the Pokemon today will be personally drawn on my old reliable program, MS Paint. I know MS Paint is pretty primitive compared to other art programs, but I've worked with it for years and I've made some pretty impressive art with it. Now enough beating around the bush, let's begin. I'll go in dex order because I have a lot of dex entries settled, but not drawn out. At least not yet. The first Pokemon I'll cover is the evolution for Erolenis Meowth. I revealed the Ghost-type variant in the previous episode and teased the fact that it gets a regional evolution. This version of Meowth is modeled after witches and various other associations that black cats have in multiple cultures. Meowth's evolution will have elements of a witch, because black cats are often familiars for witches or even animal forms of them. So a Ghost-type cat that's also a witch is a pretty solid idea. Let's rock and roll! So my mission is to essentially create a bipedal big cat. I was originally going to make it along the lines of Berserker, but felt like it would be better if it resembled Persian a bit more. Keep in mind that with the inclusion of speed art, series episodes are now going to be a bit longer than normal. But I do hope you enjoy the process of me drawing new Pokemon like this Meowth evolution. And here's the final design. Meet Persomber, the sorcerer Pokemon. Its name is a combination of Purr, or Persian if you think about it, and Somber, another word for dark and gloomy. By using its spectral powers, Persomber has the ability to turn fortune in its favor. If people in Urban disturb it or look at it the wrong way, they will be cursed with bad luck. But those to a trainer will be blessed with good luck. Its type and abilities are the same as Meowth's, only pickup is replaced with Super Luck. Super Luck was chosen as it fit really well with its Black Cat origins. Although I wasn't okay with making a Meowth variant at first, I'm glad I was able to double down and make a fitting evolution for it. It kinda took me a while to get the Pokeball rolling though. I spent hours on a few drafts that ended up flopping, but the final draft that I used for the recording was a big success. I really love the golden cups I gave it. They really make the design pop for me, and it goes nicely with its dark purple fur. I'm also glad I was able to subtly include elements of a witch in its design, like the hair like fur on its head and the broomstick tail. For Songbird being bipedal is a little controversial, but at the same time, Meowth also stands upright. So I hope this feature doesn't scare people away and that they can appreciate its witchiness. Alright, let's move on. The next Pokemon will actually be a whole line. One day I had the idea to make some sort of rat Pokemon. I did some research and got some interesting inspiration for this Pokemon that I won't reveal until I draw the first stage. So let's start drawing. Doug, hit the music! This is Rhinox, the rat Pokemon, a pure poison type. Rhinox comes from the words rat, ein, which means one in German, and toxic. Rhinox are very curious and will forage for food just about anywhere they can fit their slender bodies into. They don't usually engage in combat, but they'll release toxins when threatened. Rhinox are also known to be unsanitary, as their fur does tend to shed, spreading the toxins around unwillingly wherever it goes. Rhinox has Runaway and Poison Touch for its abilities, with the hidden ability Pickup. I'm quite satisfied with this one. It's very cute, and although I have a few poison types already, Rhinox and its family fit in really well in Airblin. I guess now I should explain why. Okay, so Rhinox is a rat, and rats are commonly associated with the plague, hence its poison typing. But there's something else that it and its evolutions are based off of, and it's not pretty. It is the Rat King. A rat king is basically a bunch of rats whose tails get tied up and stuck together by some sort of mechanism. This phenomenon is particularly associated with Germany, which is the primary basis for Erblin. I made this drawing of a rat king because I don't want to gross people out with an image straight from Google. And that was also my goal when making the Rhinox line. Base it on a rat king, but not make it too disturbing. Let's dive back into MS Paint and create Rhinox's evolutions. Rhinox reaches level 21, it will evolve into Miroizen, the rat Pokemon. It's still a pure poison type, but it's a much better combatant than its pre-evolved form. You'll notice that one of the pairs of spikes it has are rounder than the rest. This is because these spikes store more toxins, and therefore swell up and resemble Rhinox's ears. It also grows an extra tail that wraps around its neck, cause fuck science. And when Miroizen reaches level 32, it evolves into the king itself, Erolenis, the Rat King Pokemon, a poison dark type. It leads an army of Rhinox and Miroizen and has them doing nasty deeds for it. This big fat rat is territorial and will do anything to stand its ground. Both Miroizen and Erolenis have Stake Out and Poison Touch for abilities, as well as the hidden ability Infect, which is a poison type version of Refrigerate. This line has a similar niche to the Incineroar family, so you definitely have to be a bit more strategic when raising a Rhinox. All in all, I hope this line is monstrous enough for a Rat King, but not too creepy. This line was fun to make in all honesty. The last Pokemon I'll be drawing today is the evolution for Jambolt. As mentioned in episode 5, this music-loving electric type didn't get its evolution in the original Pokedex. That's all gonna change today. I have a really good idea for what this little guy can evolve into, so let's get to it. Just like in the original Pokedex, if you use a Thunderstone on Jambolt, it'll evolve into Psybase. the Rockstar Pokemon. Like its pre-evolved kin, it generates electricity and uses it to make music. It loves to jam, but it's been known to get a little carried away and accidentally shock people. Regardless, I think it'll be a fun companion throughout your journey in Narblin. Cybase and Jambold's list of abilities have been altered a bit. They have Amplify, Own Tempo, and the hidden ability Soundproof. This used to be Punk Rock, but I decided to make that exclusive to its Mega Evolution. The change from Jambold to Cybase may be a bit drastic, but when you dig a little deeper, you'll find a lot of elements of Jambold have been incorporated into the design. This is probably one of my favorite mons of the day. I love its punk rock aesthetics and its personality. It's definitely a charming addition to the Pokédex, and I hope you guys enjoy this mon and all the other Fakemon made today. That's a wrap for now. Remember to check my DeviantArt for more artwork, and follow me on Twitter for updates and more. This is RedParagonG, signing off. Keep on rocking, everyone!